Garland from Texas Street Cars. In the shop today, we have one of our personal trucks. This truck belongs to Jason. He's getting ready to sell. We'll go over all the details of a ton of stuff done to this truck. A bunch of mods. It is LS swap, so we'll kind of get into that. It is an 88 Chevrolet C1500. So 88's first year of the OBS. This truck was actually owned by one of our good buddies, Scott, who did a bunch of work to it. We bought it from him, and then we've kind of done some more stuff to it. So there's a huge list of parts done to this truck. If you go to our website, it'll have the breakdown of every little part. I know I'm gonna miss some through this part of the video. But to start off, it was a factory two-tone truck. It's a little different color combo now. The light blue on here is still the factory color it was, and then it has like a gray center on it now in the two-tone. Really works well together. It's got the factory pinstripe all the way around that we put on there. The light blue and black that would have come on the two-tone trucks from these years. It still has the 4 headlights in it. The headlights are upgraded. Factory, it has a replacement grille up front, but it's a factory style grille. Factory bumpers, all the trims on it. The 1500 badges are on the side. Has some 454 SS mirrors. Bed cover, still has this nice Chevrolet tailgate man on it. Excuse me. So a bunch of the exterior stuff has been replaced. Paint quality, I would say is high quality. It's above daily driver. It does have a few little chips here and there from driving it, but overall really nice shake paint on this truck. Raised attention to detail, did a full ceramic coating paint correction. The whole truck's coated, windshield, wheels, everything. So really nice finish on this truck. It does have some hood vents in it. What's the name of the company?
Track spec.
Track spec hood vents in it that are cut through, and we open up the hood, we'll kind of look at that, kind of let some of that air out. When you get OBS trucks were never really designed to probably go over, what, 85 miles an hour speedometer. So that kind of helps pull some of the air out of there. Bunch of stuff done to this truck. So that's the exterior. You see window tint, bed cover, all that stuff. Suspension wise, it has a set of AZ Pro spindles up front, AZ Pro Alden coilover kit, and then the AZ Pro brake kit up here. So 14-inch brakes in the front, 13 in the back, four-wheel disc brakes. In the rear, it has the AZ Pro flip kit, C-notch, and their Alden adjustable shocks in the back. So your adjustable shocks in the back, the shocks are adjustable in the front, and then you have the coilovers, you can raise it up, lower it more, whatever you want to do. Wheels are MTW 20x8 in the front and 22x11 in the rear. They're kind of a polished and brushed finish. They got a real big kind of concave, nice lip in the back. 255s up front and 305s out rear. And so that's kind of the suspension, wheel, and tire setup. The drivetrain is the most appealing part of this truck. So it has a GM crate motor LS3, and it has a 6L90 6-speed automatic transmission, a built diff with a built rear with a Yukon diff, 342 gears, upgraded axles. So really strong powertrain in this. And Jason kind of helped me through the motor stuff. Let's open the hood to talk about the motor. That makes sense, doesn't it?
Yep.
So LS3 crate motor, when Scott originally bought the truck, it had a 6-liter in it. He upgraded it to this LS3. Before I go on to that, the truck is around 90,000 miles on the actual truck. But motor transmission was around 3,000 or so.
3,500 somewhere in there.
Dakota Digital's in there. So motor-wise, it has the Holley high ram intake on it. Twin Cities Performance still at work in this. You can go onto their Facebook or their website, and you'll probably see some of the post on here. But it started as a GM LS3. They upgraded the cam. The cylinder heads has PRC heads from Texas Speed, a K-Tech throttle body, the big Holley manifold. It's got long tube headers. What is the brand on the headers, Dave?
A Hedman.
So Hedman long tubes. They custom built this air intake, the filters down here, and really nice, well done underhood. There's not wiring hanging out everywhere. It has electric fans, big radiator, overflow tank, all really nice. Has the factory style compression here with all the brackets for that. Even all the radiator hose have the heat shrink wrap on them instead of clamps. So really clean underhood. You can kind of see the vents from the bottom now, how open they are, and they're all hardwired in there. Still kept some of the structure of the hood though, so it doesn't get all wonky when you close it. AC Delco battery. We just had a bunch of stuff done to the AC system. This AC works in this truck, and it's got a cam in it. Do you remember the cam?
I don't remember who built the cam, but the cam's based on our website.
But really nice camera. You'll hear it in the startup video. It has a great sound with this truck. So dyno, it's on E85 right now. It has a flex fuel sensor. You can run 93 or E85. Scott had a dyno, did 511 or so at Twin Cities when they were tuning it on E85, and then I think high 4s on pump gas. So either one you want to run in there, it'll adjust for it. So that's a really cool setup. It is very fun to drive. Jason's taken this truck to the track on street tires. We've autocrossed it. It makes great power. It's really fun to drive. The 6L90 is a big difference from, we're used to LS swaps with 4L60 or 80. The 6-speed is way more fun to me. It's got tap shift on the dash for the 6-speed. There's a little switch on there, maybe hard to see in here. But interior wise, It has, when we got it, had a bench in it. We put factory low back buckets in it. So they were all redone. When we got them, they were the factory material, but they was a little worn. So we had them all redone by a guy that had located some factory style material, and it's really close to the tweed stuff they use on the 88, 89. So seats are all redone. Other stuff in the interior is a brand new retro sound Santa Cruz Bluetooth radio. It's got some subs, upgraded speakers, Dakota digital gauges that all work. Fuel gauge works, all that stuff in there. Really nice gauge system on there. It's got all the computer stuff you can see in the background. I messed up the little thing, but all the interior lights are working. It has power windows, power locks that all work. You can see that earlier in the video. So I think that's a good overall of this truck. Like I said, paint finish is nice. You can walk around the back here. Rear bumper's in great shape. No big dings, dents. The bumpers aren't all screwed up. Inside the bed, I can open up in here. It's all painted. It does have a few scuffs and stuff inside the bed, but overall it's in really nice shape. You can look through the pictures. We have a bunch of pictures with the cover up. So tailgate opens and closes, everything works. Really fun to drive truck. It's got some very nice parts on it. So coilovers, big brakes, Dakota digitals, 3-piece billet, MTW wheels, you know, all that stuff. So what we'll do is we'll go take it for a spin, and y'all can check out that. Side exhaust going out this side with it's all V-banded and super nice. So Dakota digitals in here look really cool. They fit nice in these trucks. AC's on right now, blowing cold. You got the Bluetooth retro sound stereo. You can hook it to your phone. You can play radio, satellite, whatever you want to do. You don't have satellite on, but if you wanted to hook that up. This truck is very low, but it handles really well with the coilovers and everything. So another thing I forgot inside too. Somebody ran the stop sign over here.
Yeah.
It's got Beltec front and rear sway bars on it, so the truck really does handle well. It's stiff. You can stiffen it up with those shocks, but this truck is very, very fast. So that was like half throttle. 6L90 in here, which, like I said, is the big difference from LS swaps we're used to. But it's got a stall. Do you remember what stall's in it?
It's a 34 to 3600 triple disc.
So upgraded converter in this truck. It's got all the nice parts. VRC heads from Texas Speed, the nice intake. The valve covers all paint matched to the same as the manifold, that same blue color of the truck. And it is very fast. So, but right now we're at 60 miles an hour, and it's like a normal truck. It gets in 6th gear, and you can cruise. We're 1900 RPM. So really fun to drive truck that's actually got some power. Most OBS we have, we try and nice low mileage ones, we leave the TBI or the Vortec, whatever, leave it alone. But this truck's had all the nice stuff kind of blown to it. All the turn signals are working. When the truck was swapped, all the stuff, you still have the reverse lights, and that's another thing the tuner will kind of blip down to get the gear as you come to a stop.
Those rev matching.
Truck with some actual power. LS3, you know how great that motor is. It made 511 at the wheels, so do the math, whatever that is at the motor. Obviously very powerful. And it's got all the comfort, like AC's on, blowing cold right now. You got your Bluetooth stereo, big brakes. Look on the brakes here. This AZ Pro brake kit we've used on several trucks. I don't know if you can hear me over the exhaust. It's hard to beat that kit for the money. It does well. Big 4-wheel disc brakes. 3-piece wheels. I can keep saying all this stuff whenever again. Interior wise, it does have a few little things here and there, but overall, dash is in great shape. Seats are obviously redone and nice. Steering wheel's nice. It's not all broken on the top. Horn works. That's important. People are gonna hear you coming. So I don't know what else to say. This truck's, I mean, it's so nice. It's fun to drive. It's got power, and it's got a great look. I love the kind of like a pro touring look on this truck is what we're going for. So, but leaving all the trim. It's got all the trim, the bumpers, the real tailgate van, all that stuff's on there had been pulled off. So really kind of a pro touring looking OBS that is a super fun to drive. So 254-2383-3517 is our phone. You can call or text us there if you have any questions. txstreetcars.com is our website. We'll have 100 pictures of this truck up. There'll also be financing links on there, anything like that you need to. If you're interested in, just check on our website. That link will be in the description in this video. So check down there. If you have any questions, you can feel free to reach out to us. But really, just kind of badass OBS truck. We'll get on the gas here again. It spins a lot. So, you ready?
Go for it.
So yeah, that was pretty violent. So that's kind of pedaling it. This truck, Jason took it to the track once or twice, and don't get me wrong, this truck sits in the garage. It's not beating on a bunch. But I think we would have ran low 12s on street tires, just spinning everywhere.
Ran 1225s on just some stock street tires.
Yeah, so
20-inch wheels.
If you wanted to take this to the track, it would do well. We autocrossed it at C10 Nationals last month.
Yep.
And don't get me wrong, it's not going to compete with those purpose-built autocross trucks, but it was, what, 4 or 5 seconds off some of the more built-up ones?
So they were running like 32s. This truck ran 35.